So another vicious killing on the streets of Bangladesh, but could there be more? Well, I'm joined by Abbas Faiz from Amnesty International. We've spoken to you on this subject before, and here we are again. Why is it so dangerous in Bangladesh for certain people to express certain views?
Because the society is divided. It is divided into people who want to expand the scope for freedom of expression and people who want to limit the scope for freedom of expression. And unfortunately, those who want to limit it, they are usually connected to some of the religious parties and religious orientation in society.
I mean, rights activists in the country have claimed today that there is a hit list of people writing on such topics as secularism and anti-extremism. So this list is in the public domain, and yet the government is doing nothing. Nothing
at all. And this list has been in the public domain for the last 3 years, and the government knows about it. All the security agencies in Bangladesh know about it. The political parties know about it, but no one does anything about it because this group of people, because they are, in a way, they are seen as a threat not just to the opposition and not just to the religious groups, but also as some kind of a push for the government that is portraying itself as a secularist government. They are actually pushing the government to do a bit more, and that is what the government is really not very comfortable about, probably. And you know, there is a combination of factors that they are not actually doing anything to stop these killings. I mean, three people have been murdered this year.
And murdered in broad daylight on busy streets.
They are really, the way they are murdered is really appalling because, you know, a group of people, I mean, the latest one, they were masked, but in the past they were not even masked. You could easily identify who they were. And, you know, there is a very clear perception within the civil society, within the political activists, that the government and the security agencies must know who these people are, and nothing is being done. Nothing is being done to stop them.
I mean, as an organisation, Amnesty International is concerned with pressuring governments into acting in ways that it thinks is appropriate and addressing problems it considers to be problems. We can't deny, though, that these weren't the acts of a few small individuals acting in isolation. There are many people in Bangladesh, and there have been over the years, who don't approve of people blogging about secularism, who don't approve of people blogging about extremism, and who may well support the actions that have been taken. I mean, tolerance isn't something you can just impose from on high.
Well, it is, I mean, something also that is very, developing from inside the society, in much the same way that you have, advocates of intolerance, if you like. There are also advocates of tolerance. There are advocates of freer society, better really scope for freedom of expression and all of this. So I mean, we are talking about really a very strong movement from within the society that wants to see that people are able to speak what they want. It is not just the religious elements who are predominant in the society.
I mean, let's also talk about the West and its role in this, because we heard today that Sweden confirmed that it had turned down a visa from this blogger today who was killed. They feared he wouldn't leave the country. Should the West be doing more? Should the West be taking in people like this who are writing and whose lives are in danger?
I think the people who should do a lot more, and they are not doing it, is the authorities in Bangladesh. So they are the first target to be actually talked to and pushed to actually do something more to protect the bloggers. As I said, there was, and you mentioned, this hit list is there. So the people who are the target and at risk, they are known. So the authorities will have to do more. In addition to that, I think the international community has got to do a lot more in pushing the government of Bangladesh to take more action, to take more decisive action. Because one of the problems, I mean, that the government of Bangladesh is not even keen to look at is that at present, attack against these bloggers is seen or interpreted by the police as an attack against the person. In fact, this is an attack against the state because it is, it is targeting the foundation of the state. If someone is, exercising the right to freedom of expression and they are being attacked, the state must be feeling the pressure. But at present, it is considered to be an attack against the person, and unless someone files a complaint, the police will not even take action in order to investigate or anything like that. And these are really some of the problems that we have. If the authorities are, serious about the issue, to take action and to bring people to justice, they do. There is a whole load of, things that they can do to help.
Abbas Faiz, thank you very much for coming on Arise News and for putting across Amnesty International's view on this matter.